Hey everybody, Scout Crafter here again, TGIF. Today is Friday, Black Friday, and what that means here in the States, the day after Thanksgiving is traditionally the biggest shopping day of the year, and that's where most people will go out to try and save a few dollars and wait on lines and fight crowds. And you have a small portion of the population like me that uses today as an excuse not to go out and to stay away from anywhere outside whatsoever. So I will be shut in today and probably in the shop enjoying myself while I just can't stand crowds. And I don't know why people enjoy it so much, but I never did. Anyway, it's going to be a short video because I know you probably have a lot to do and it's your day off, but I would like to talk quickly about tool chests and why we have a fascination with tools. Some of us as boys were kind of pushed that way, and where mine started.
Now, I think my first introduction to any kind of tooling was something like this, and this was called a Cobblers Bench by Play School. And it was a toy for very young boys and girls, but mostly boys, I guess, would use it. And what it would come with a little hammer, something like this, but probably more decorative, you know, something like this. But it would come with a small wooden hammer, and what you would do is you would pound these stakes through these holes. And you could see here, these pins had slits, and they were perpendicular to each other. And what they would do is they would create a little bit of friction so you could bang it through the hole. Just like that. And when you banged all the pins through the hole, you would flip it over and bang them back through the other way. And believe it or not, it was very satisfying. It kept us busy for God knows how long, and it was a lot of fun. And this is what started it all for a lot of us. Now, later on, when you're about 7 or 8 years old, you might be lucky enough to receive one of these for Christmas. And this was what called a Handy Andy tool set. And look at the nice graphics on here. And now the graphics varied from year to year. In the 50s, the late 50s, they had different graphics. You could tell the older ones, nicer graphics. Then towards the 70s, they started to put photo graphics onto the box, and you know, they were a little bit, you know, I never liked them as much as something that was like this painted on or whatever, but they had nice colors. They're very attractive, and they were tin boxes that included actual tools. Now my tools are long gone, and the graphics were on the inside too, but my tools are long gone, but I do have a couple left. And you can see here is a hammer, which you would have. It'd be a little cast hammer that you would get, and here was a level that would come with it. And it was, you know, they were very inexpensive entry-level tools, but it did come with a good enough set to get something started, to build a birdhouse or whatever. But you know, this was a lot of fun and very enjoyable for a lot of us, and kept us getting into the tool hobby.
Now, for a lot of us, that started our fascination with tools and tool chests. And if you like tool chests, then there's one person that everybody should know about, and some people, I know some of you will definitely know about it, but some have never heard of, and I hope that this is the first time you're hearing of it, because I want to open your eyes to Henry O Studley. Now, Henry Studley was born in 1838, and he was a carpenter. He served in the Civil War. After the Civil War, he went to work for Smith Organ Company and then for Poole Piano Company. When he was working about 1900 for Poole Piano, he built this Studley tool chest that he's most known for. And this chest was made of Indonesian mahogany and ebony. It had inserts of ivory and mother of pearl. It was just a beautiful tool chest, and he's known world over for this because of the intricate way that how he positioned all these tools. There's over 250 tools in the box. It weighs 70 pounds empty, and it weighs 170 pounds full. Here's a rare picture of it empty, and it's known throughout the world as being one of the most elaborate design tool chests. I really hope you get a chance to see Norm's video that's in the description, or look at the book, because you have to see how this opens up. Now, any self-respecting woodworker growing up, you know, in the 80s or 90s, you know, if you were around back then, you know the name Norm Abram. Norm was, he did the New Yankee Workshop, and he first started off on this old house. He was the resident carpenter there and the actual expert. But Norm a lot of us spied and learned a lot from Norm, and he was very good. And he did an episode where he visited the Studley tool chest, and this was one of the early ones. This was done, thinking about 2006. So this was a while ago, and this was when it was still available to be touched or looked at that closely. So you'll never see another visit to this tool chest again like this, because now it has been sold to a private collector. A lot of times it's spent in the Smithsonian, and other times it goes on tour, and it's one of the most valuable toolboxes or tool chests in the world. So it's behind plexiglass or glass, so nobody could touch it. Anytime you touch it now, you got to wear gloves. But I think I have a video of when Norm visited this tool chest in the description below, so I hope you'll check it out, visit it. And like I said, today was going to be a short one, so hope you enjoyed this little visit to the Henry Studley tool chest that everybody should know about. And thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you have a nice weekend, and take care now. Bye-bye.